I have a listener question that I think is a good one, so I want to talk through it. The question is, how do you define effective practice ammo? Is it the ammo that can get you to go out and shoot? Is it ammo that you can afford to shoot 500 rounds a day with? Is it ammo that is going to effectively mimic the recoil impulse and handling of your competition gun? Tried to search your channel and wasn't able to find anything on this topic. So, let's talk about it. First off, I'll give you the quick, simple answer. The best practice ammo is the cheapest, most available stuff that you can get. That's the short answer. Now, I'll give you a bit more detail. The only thing I'm cautious of is I don't want to, well, for example, I reload ammunition. So I don't want to reload anything or train with any ammo that's softer than what I'm going to want to use in a match or a class. So I could reload ammunition or find ammo that's super soft that would barely cycle the gun, that kind of thing. But then when I went to go to a USPSA match, there was an ammunition requirement for how short version, how powerful the ammunition has to be. So I wouldn't want to train with really, really light ammo, then go to a match and need to have more ammo that's going to recoil more that I'm not used to. The reverse I am fine with though. So if I get a good deal on some really hot 115 grain stuff, whatever, it's cheap, free, whatever, I'm happy to to train with the heavy ammo or the heavy recoiling ammo. Then right before a match or a class, whatever, I could train with the ammo I want to compete with or something like that, and that'd be fine. But the reverse would just be too tough to do. For rifle ammo, I used to love shooting, well, I still do, steel case stuff just because I got it so cheap back in the day. The issue with that stuff, especially the Wolf stuff, was it does recoil a little bit less than just XM193 stuff. So I wouldn't shoot that stuff right before I'm going to do like an agency gig where it's going to be full power ammo, because the Wolf stuff was super cheap and I liked the price. But if I'm at an agency loading ammunition off the same box or out of the same can as everyone else, it's going to recoil way more. I wouldn't want to be used to something way softer than what I'm going to be using there. Otherwise, for just general training, for 5.56 ammo, the stuff I like the best is probably PMC, just because I get really good deals on that stuff, or you can find good deals for it online. But otherwise, whatever you can get. Winchester 55 grain FMJ stuff's awesome also. If you can get a deal on that, I think that's the stuff I see the most common. Um, but those would be my go-to just for whatever's the least expensive training ammunition. For pistol stuff, I reload a lot just due to cost. Primers have gone up since. So if you're just now getting into pistols or reloading or considering it, I don't know that this is the time to get into reloading where I already have tens of thousands of rounds worth of components that'll last me quite a while. I mean, over a year's worth. Then it makes more sense just to continue because I've already got all the infrastructure and supply and parts and all that stuff. Otherwise, if you're just getting into it, I don't think I'd probably recommend doing reloading. The pistol ammunition I like the most is CCI Blazer brass stuff or any of the PMC stuff. That stuff's just been good to go. It's normally the least expensive of the stuff I find, at least buying it online if you're just buying it by the case. So I'm just always looking for deals on that stuff. And whenever I see a good deal, then I'll just buy 5,000 rounds at a time or 10,000, whatever, just because I figure it's not going to go down in price at all, and I just want the cheapest stuff I can get. So anyway, that's it. As far as like ammo that's gonna like reloading my ammunition any hotter to make it recoil more, anything like that, I could do that too. I really don't. The ammunition I reload recoils, for people familiar with power factor, it's like USPSA, it's like 135 power factor, something like that. And the power factor floor for miners 125. So it's like 135, 138, something like that. So it recoils about like Blazer brass 115, 124 stuff is about the way my reloads feel. So it's not any soft or anything like that. I could just do it for a price, for cost savings. Otherwise, just like whatever ammunition you can get. And I don't shoot, well, I mean, I have been times, but I don't go out and even shoot 500 rounds a day. I do the same thing more or less that I recommend to people, where I'm doing the dry fire at home daily or every other day, depending on my schedule. Go to the range, shoot somewhere between 300 and 500 rounds, get observations, go back to dry fire and work on it, and then just bounce back and forth. So anyway, hopefully that answers questions about ammunition. The end, it's just whatever you can get the best deal on, because I'm not super emotional. And if I found a new cheap stuff, I'd be likely to try that too, because ammo's expensive, so deals are good. Anyway, hope that answers your questions. If you have a favorite ammunition or some great place to get a deal from, just drop it below.